Okay, so the discriminant is in relation to our quadratics. What the discriminant tells us is whether we have no solutions, one solution, or two solutions. So we just looked at graphs and what our solutions mean, the x-intercepts. So this discriminant will tell us if we're going to have any solutions. Before we even apply our quadratic formula, before we even graph it, we can just quickly do this discriminant and it will let us know. So the discriminant is this triangle here. That's our discriminant, the triangle. Who recognizes the b squared minus 4ac? Fantastic. It is inside the surd of our quadratic formula, which makes sense if we then match it up with a few of these words. So this first one says that if the discriminant is less than 0, it has no solutions. Because remember that b squared minus 4ac is inside the surd. We can't have the square root of a negative number. So that makes sense that if the discriminant is less than 0, that we have no solutions. If the discriminant is equal to 0, there's only going to be one solution. And if the discriminant is greater than 0, we have 2. Not for quadratics. Okay, so looking at our first example here, we have 2x squared plus 9x minus 5. So we've practiced this with the quadratic formula. The 2 is my A, the 9 is my B, and the negative 5 is my C. So discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. So I'm just going to substitute in all my numbers, just like with the quadratic formula, but smaller. So b, 9 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 5. So 9 squared is 81. Negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. Times negative 5 is positive 40. So my discriminant is going to be equal to 121. Yes. So because my discriminant is equal to 121, great. It means that I have two solutions because it's greater than 0. So I'm expecting when I'm looking at my quadratic that it's crossing that x-axis twice. I have two x-intercepts. This doesn't tell me what my x solutions are. It just tells me that I've got 2. So looking at our next example as well, my A is equal to 1. Can anyone suggest what my B is equal to? 0, good, because it's not there. If it's not there, it's going to be equal to 0. Don't have the 0, I don't have an x in there. I only have an x squared and a number. So my bx term is not there, which means b is 0. And then my c term is equal to 10. So I'm going to find how many solutions I've got. Let's stop talking while I'm talking. I've got b squared minus 4ac. I'm plugging in all my numbers. So I've got 0 squared minus 4 times 1 times 10. So I've got 0 squared, which is obviously just 0, minus 4 times 1, which is negative 4, times 10, which is negative 40. So my discriminant is going to be equal to negative 40. So what does this tell me? No solutions, because I've got a negative. Fantastic. So I'm expecting that I'm getting one of the graphs that is floating up above that x-axis. It's not going through it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a bit of time to copy this graph out.